Hey, it's Jonathan Lunger at Hologramchat.com, and this is episode 78 of the Fireside Chat. And tonight, I'm going to give Harkon Ajala a call, and we're going to talk about the internet traffic formula and why you should or should not get yourself a copy before it's over in, I think, 4 days from now. And the guy that made this product holds the record in the direct sales industry for the biggest first month. Unbelievable. And you can get that training. Hey, let me get you on speaker. So the bad boy genius, Harkon Ajala, is here. What's going on, Harkon?
Hey, you got me, bro?
Yeah.
Good, man. What's happening?
I was just telling the folks about how Vic Strisshouse, the guy who did the internet traffic formula, holds the record in the direct sales industry for the biggest first month. And 28 days, like 710,000.
Yeah, that's some hell of a proof, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Most people would be happy to get like 100th of that, you know.
Exactly. And what's crazy about that, Jonathan, is here's a guy who did that in his first 28 days.
Yeah.
And I think he did close to 4 million, for the rest of the year. And a lot of that was because he probably made more money, but he was putting together things for his team. The guy's stuff flat out works. It just flat out works.
Yeah. And, of course, we don't promise anyone anything because, results are not average or typical, but we know that our listeners aren't typical people, but, we can't promise anyone will make anything and all that disclaimer stuff. But that being said, we got the best company out there, and we got the best traffic product launch going on right now.
I have to agree with you, Jonathan, and it's funny you bring that up because, I was watching something today. I don't want. Let me just tell you a really quick story of something that happened to me today. It was really kind of funny. It was like around 1 o'clock, and I just finished having lunch, and I stopped in the Kroger grocery store to grab some because I love this. I love this organic white cheddar popcorn. It's crazy. So I stopped in there to get some, and I was in the store, and how sometimes you're in the store and you hear them come over the intercom, and they're like, "Hey, we're doing a big giveaway. We're giving away a free gift in aisle 9."
Right.
So this lady comes on the intercom, and now normally I would just ignore that, but for some reason today I thought, well, hell, it might be something Lisa, my wife, wants. But let me just go see what it is. So I went back there, and of course they were trying to sell something. But this lady she came out and she did this incredible presentation for this completely all-natural, eucalyptus-based cleaning product. So like you can use it for like 500 different things called Whip It. I think it's called Whip It. Anyway, so I'm just going back there for see what free gift it is. And I end up coming out of there with like $40 worth of 2-year supply of this Whip It stuff. But the reason why is because the demonstration, the lady took a can of black spray paint, she sprayed it on white carpet, and then like 3 minutes later, she sprayed this on it and wiped it off. And there was like 3 people back there. All 3 of us bought the stuff because the demonstration was so powerful.
Right.
And she did this incredible presentation. And so I asked her, I said, you're really good. Is this your only job, or what do you do? And she said, yeah, I've been doing this for about a year. And I said, well, you've got some really good presentation skills. Have you ever thought about, going into business and selling for yourself, or looking for products that will pay you more money. You know what I mean? As opposed to, she said she earned like a little commission of, it comes out to about $15 an hour.
Right.
And she said, and she actually said, I never really thought about that, but I think I'm okay doing this right now. Now, she misread me. I wasn't trying to recruit her in anything, but I was just thinking, this woman's got incredible skills. Why is she not using these skills to make herself more money than she is here? But she just reacted defensively, and the reason I bring that up is because of something you said, Jonathan. Too often, people, instead of acting like and thinking like entrepreneurs in our space, too often people think like church members. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like they're like, oh, I'm committed to my religion, and whatever that religion is at that time, meaning like whatever business opportunity they're working in, which is fine. You should, if you want to build a certain business opportunity, that's great. But you have to think like an entrepreneur. And so when you come across a situation like a format, a suite of tools that we have, like you just talked about, when you have a viral blog system that you can use to create a presence and a way to sell anything online, and now you've got a way to get traffic to that viral blogging system that's developed by the world record holder for the biggest first month of income, guy who gets 100,000 visitors to his website in 24 hours. You've got access to those kind of tools. I mean, if you want to sell soap, dishes, you want to sell pills, potions, services, whatever it is, why would you not be open to using other tools to help you achieve the goals you're trying to achieve, right? Whatever it is you're trying to sell, because you're selling something, why would you not take advantage of these tools that other people have already proven works?
Exactly. Exactly. And, I want our listeners out there to, click on the link below, read the full disclaimer, and in about 10 minutes or 20 minutes, click on the link for Harkon's site or my site and grab yourself a copy of the Internet Traffic Formula. You got to get this before it's gone, because this type of tool doesn't come around every day. And it's like you said, you could sell ice to an Eskimo, you could sell ketchup popsicle to a lady in white gloves. Like, this stuff is like unbelievable. And for the people that we tend to attract, who are into like helping people, in wellness and stuff like that, you cannot go wrong in helping more people in a shorter time frame.
Hey, I agree with you 100% on that, Jonathan, and I'm glad you bring it up, because we definitely need to let people know. See, one of the things that I have noticed over my 5, 6, 7-year career is this: the people who take action, even when they're not 100% sure, even when they might have a little doubt, even when they're a little worried about, man, I don't know, should I spend this money? The people that take action are the people who succeed in this industry. The people who talk and wish, the people with the key sweat disease, I'm gonna, one day I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, one day I'm getting ready to.
Yeah.
Those people are forever on the outside looking in. And I don't want to brag or even let anything out the bag, but, people may not know this, but this guy that I'm on this hangout with, Jonathan Lunger, is a beast. This is a guy who just literally had 12,000 people sign up to his blog in, the last week? How long did that take you?
Yeah, it was about last 13 days.
The last 13 days, 12,000 people signed up for his blog. Now, I'm not going to tell you what it is, because I'm going to let Jonathan get into that later. He may be holding that off or whatever, but I'm saying that for a reason. I'm saying it because of this. The reality is this: when you have a person like Vic Stryzers, here's how it usually works. You got a guy that can get 100,000 visitors to his website in 24 hours. What usually happens, he's been the #1 income earner in every single opportunity, business, affiliate program he's been in, for the last 5 years. What usually happens is he just keeps his traffic seekers to himself and continues to go to the bank happily. You know what I mean?
Right.
And yet what he's done is to actually pull the curtain back and say, look, this is how I'm doing it. And he's allowing anybody, we could have kept this to ourselves inside our community. He's allowing anybody in the general public to buy this course. Now, I'm telling you this, look, the course ain't free, but the cost of the course is ridiculously low. And people who do not get this course, there's only like 4 days left. People who don't get, there's going to be 2 people in our industry. The people who get these secrets and act on them, and everybody else is going to be left on the outside. Because, see, the one thing about our industry is this. The people who know what to do take home 95% of the money.
Right.
And the people who waste their time trying to figure it out spend 95% of the money. Their money flows into the other people's pockets. So you got to really just stop bullshitting yourself, and saying one day I'm going to figure this out, one day I'll be ready, and say, look, while this opportunity is here, Jonathan, I'm sure you have a link underneath this or whatever. Click the damn link.
Yeah.
And get this traffic formula, which is why, a lot of people need to see proof, which is why I told that story. A lot of people need to see proof. And that's why Jonathan and I are hosting a live webinar tomorrow. So that's going to be April 2nd, 8:30 p.m. Eastern, sharp, a live webinar. And it's going to be called the 4-Day Free Traffic Formula. Now, on this webinar, I'm going to literally lay out how to get traffic to your website in the next 4 days for free. And the thing about that is, that means in 4 days you can have traffic to your website. I'm going to lay it out and let people see it as a demonstration. And then what they need to do really is watch that and then put it to use. I would recommend that you then turn around and get the traffic for them so you can make some money off of it. But we're going to show and demonstrate for people live, this is how it's done. Let them see examples. As a matter of fact, there's a video, I actually put a video up about 5 days ago, and it's already up. I checked it today. It's up to number 6 on the first page of Google in 5 days. So I'm going to actually show people how to do the same thing. But the reality is it ain't going to make any difference if you don't take action. Stretch out of your comfort zone a little bit, because all the damn money's outside your comfort zone. You're where you are right now because you're comfortable doing what you're always doing.
Right. So
we're going to demonstrate this for people tomorrow and let people see how to do it. So, make sure you look below this video. I'm sure Jonathan will have his link down there so you'll know how to get to that webinar tomorrow night. So we can actually show you how to do it, and then you can take action and actually, make some money. Because something that I know I'm talking, but here's the deal. I'm excited and passionate right now because I hate seeing people wasting their lives. And one of my mentors many years ago said something I never forgot. He said, listen, Harkon, who you are deep down inside doesn't mean a damn thing. What you do is all that matters. What you do is all that matters. So there's a lot of people who are listening. You have incredible talents. You should be rich. You should be rich and living the life you want to live, living the lifestyle of your dreams. You deserve it. You just haven't earned it yet because you haven't taken action. So I'm letting everybody know, if you're listening to Jonathan Lunger's Hangout, you're following Jonathan Lunger, you're already doing something right. You already figured something out. Get around the right people. A guy who can get 12,000 people to his website in 13 days. Now, if you've done that, then maybe, we ought to be listening to you. But if you haven't, you need to tune in tomorrow night and watch that webinar and figure out how to get traffic so we can show you the way. All right, I'm done, man. I don't want to take up the whole thing, but you know.
Oh no, I appreciate it. That's good stuff, and I'm glad you put the roof back up on the drop top Beamer so we could hear you good. And and
That's funny.
Go ahead.
That's funny because people don't know. You and I were just talking, 5-10 minutes ago. I was on the highway, and we were like, dude, if you got the damn top down, I did. Because you could hear the noise, but I was on the highway, so I couldn't pull over and let the top back up.
Yeah. And just like, I got Frank Kern's book the other day, and we went to Dagan Smith's event, and, maximum leverage, that concept, it's like people have to be crazy if they're not grabbing their credit card right now to buy this, because the people who are teaching this stuff, they've gone to $25,000 masterminds, and they're sharing that info for pennies on the dollar.
Exactly. So let me ask you now the people listening to this, watch this. This is not scripted. We didn't know this. You're talking about Frank Kern's Convert book, right?
Right.
Right, yellow book, right. So listen to this, people. I just got the same book a few days ago. Now, we didn't coordinate that.
Right.
We didn't coordinate that. We haven't even talked about that. But it just goes to show you the people who are having success are doing the same things. They're thinking the same way. They're in the same circles. They're taking action. They're building their education. Mike Dillard said something many years ago. I never forgot this. He said, look, if you want to make $100,000 a year online in an online business, in a home-based business, you have to be just as much better as the average home business owner or the average online marketer as a person in the regular working world has to be better than the average, $15 an hour employee. If you're going to make $100,000 a year at a job, you would have to be orders of magnitude more valuable than somebody that makes $10, $15 an hour.
Yeah.
It's exactly the same way in our game, and people don't get this. They're trying to cheat their way to riches. It don't work that way.
Right.
You have to pay full retail. The price of success, you have to pay full retail. And that doesn't mean, just spending out of the frame. But like you said, you and I were at the maximum leverage event. Meaning everybody, you have to invest in your education because it's what you know that leads to how much you earn. It really is that.
Right. And it's actually cheaper to buy information products from people who've already had the success and take action on those lessons than it is to try to figure it all out yourself like some hard-headed people do.
Dude, you just said a mouthful, bro, and I've been one of those hard-headed people in the past.
Me too.
I can clearly attest to that. It's funny, too, you mentioned that because I was just talking to somebody today about that very thing, Jonathan. You just hit it right on the head, dude. It is so much less expensive and so much of a better investment to spend the money to get that information and skip over all of the 2 years of hard knocks that person went through to get that information. Somebody says, hey man, if somebody says, okay, for $2,000 I'll show you how to do X, Y, Z in this course. And some people say $2,000, that's a lot of damn money. But here's the deal. What they went through, the 2 years of heartache and heartbreak and lost money and lost time that they went through probably cost $100,000 in value. It might have cost $50,000, $20,000. I remember when I was at $40,000 in debt trying to learn this shit.
Yeah.
I would have killed to give somebody $1,000 and say, dude, just save me 5 years.
Right.
Show me how to do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, save me from growing gray hairs only to pull my hair out.
Exactly. So yeah, you're absolutely right, man. That's a great point, Jonathan. And the reality is, like I said, man, I own up to it. I've tried it before. I've tried it in the past.
Me too.
What happens is this. You get more frustrated, and you watch other people who went ahead and invested in their damn education and invested in the damn training. You watch those people succeed.
Right.
While you're like trying to save a few bucks.
Yeah.
Trying to save, So it is what it is, man. And look, some people, everybody can't be in the penthouse. Somebody has to, bring the drinks. So
Right.
I get it. You know what I mean? I get that everybody's not going to take action. And look, we don't even want everybody to take action because the opportunity gets smaller that way. So it is what it is. There's some people who will never take action, who will say, no, I know better. I'm going to do it my way, and that's fine.
Right. Before I got you on the call, I was saying I'm going to tell people, whether you should or should not buy this product. And I definitely tell you should not buy this product if you're just going to buy it and think that that's going to do it for you. You got to take action and study it. Like it's a PhD. You got to study it and take action on it.
Dude, you're absolutely right about that. And that's a great point, man. Just being real with people and letting them know, look, don't do this. If you think you're just going to buy it and then sit and look at it. We don't need your money.
Right.
That's not what it's about.
Right.
It's about truly trying to help those people that we know who are like us, who are like, man, just let me on the field, you know what I mean, and I'll level it myself. Those are the people we want to know that this thing is real, and we're going to show people that, we're going to let people see for themselves that we know what we're talking about, that this stuff works tomorrow night on the webinar. So, I appreciate you having me on, dude. I got to run in here now.
Cool. Yeah, I appreciate you coming on, too. And
that's the 11-month-old. The 11-month-old takes us all your energy and more.
Cool. Send my best to the fam, and don't miss the webinar tomorrow, everybody.
Absolutely. Tell your baby girls I said hello, man.
Cool.
And anybody that's listening to this right now, I'm going to say this as simply as I can. You need to lock arms with Jonathan Lunger. You need to get on his team. Pay the $25 just to be around this guy and just get some of this guy's time, because this guy is one of the best ones doing it, man. I appreciate you having me on, Jay.
You too, man. I appreciate it. We'll talk soon.
All right, brother.
All right, brother. Peace.
Peace, man. See you on the webinar tomorrow night.
Cool.